78 cases of Ebola have now been confirmed in an outbreak in the DRC's eastern North Kivu Province. The United Nations has raised alarm bells about the deteriorating humanitarian situation in other parts of the country. The World Health Organization is also warning that the number of cases is expected to rise, with 44 people already confirmed dead from the hemorrhagic fever. Complicating matters further is a dire humanitarian situation in a country in which 13 million people need assistance.
Complicating the Ebola response is continued fighting in the region. Dozens of armed groups operate in Ituri, with zones inaccessible to health workers due to security concerns.
The World Health Organization says as of yesterday, August 16th, there have been 78 cases, of which 51 are confirmed and 27 are probable. 44 people have died in this latest outbreak. WHO adds that more cases are expected, and it is not clear whether all the transmission chains have been identified, mainly because some of the zones being off limits to responders due to the security concerns in the DRC. 2 treatment centers are, however, now open, both in Mangina and another one in Beni.
The outbreak is the 10th to hit the country since 1976, when Ebola was first identified, and is now present in a region that's been acutely affected by violence for more than 2 decades, while a new experimental vaccine is being deployed in the affected area.
It's true that you want us to carry out mass vaccinations of the whole population, but the scientific recommendations are that this is not the way we will stop the epidemic. So if we want to stop the epidemic, we must respect the rules, the codes that have been established. The codes in place are that we must respect the pillars: hygiene, dignified burial, vaccination, and when we start vaccinations, it is to go from circle to circle.
With over 13 million people in need of humanitarian assistance, the DRC continues to witness one of the most complex and long-standing humanitarian crises.
Our humanitarian colleagues tell us that the humanitarian situation in the country has now deteriorated sharply in recent months. Some 13 million people require humanitarian assistance and protection across the country, an increase of more than 50% from 2017. Around 4.5 million people are internally displaced, while food insecurity has reached record levels with 7.7 million people, or 11% of the population, who are severely food insecure. The countrywide humanitarian response plan for 2018, which requires $1.67 billion to respond to the needs of over 10 million people, is only 22% funded.
Adding to international anxiety, Congolese go to the polls in December to elect a new president and parliament. Shervin Bryceby's SABC News, New York.